The Hermès CONSTANCE versus the CELINE TRIOMPHE. Which one would you choose? Hello everyone, welcome back to another mommy review where I review all things for the love of. Today I am checking out Hermès CONSTANCE versus the CELINE TRIOMPHE. Now before I get started, if you like the content on this channel, I appreciate it very much if you consider giving this video a thumbs up and consider subscribing to the channel. Thank you so much for considering, and on with the video. So I feel like the Hermès CONSTANCE is such a beautiful handbag. It has this beautiful structure to it, very polished silhouette. I think there are definitely a lot of pros to it because it is such a beautiful handbag with an iconic H-shaped clasp. I think it's a very unique clasp opening, very distinct and recognizable. It definitely exudes like elegance. I love the option that you can use it carefree, and it's great for like everyday use as opposed to a Birkin or a Kelly. It also has built-in compartments where it's divided into two parts. So I certainly see the allure of a CONSTANCE. But at the same time, I don't think everybody has the budget for a CONSTANCE. So today I want to do a review and compare this to the CELINE TRIOMPHE to see which is worth it more. Starting with the Hermès CONSTANCE, you can see that the hardware is like front and center. It's actually very prone to scratching. Even the pre-love market for the 18 size is priced around $10,415. And to be honest, it's really hard to find a good CONSTANCE that is in good shape. You can see the H class here is just all scratched up. The hardware is just prone to scratches. And the other thing is, I know that some people are not in love with the H buckle because it might be too tacky, too in your face. I don't know. What do you guys think about that? Overall, I think that the lock design does limit access to the bag, but that's probably not the major barrier for most people who are wanting a Hermès CONSTANCE. It's probably the pricing as well as like exclusivity to get this quota bag. So out of all the quota bags, I would say that most of the CONSTANCE, if you do find it in the pre-love market, are just not in as good as a condition compared to a Birkin or a Kelly, just because most people use it on a more regular basis, I would say. Here's the Hermès CONSTANCE in the 24 size, so this larger size. The price in the pre-love market is $14,500. Again, like if you look at the hardware related to the pre-love CONSTANCE, you can see it's prone to scratches like I mentioned before. It is a little roomier compared to the 18 size, and you can see the corner here is things that you should watch out for because it's going to be more prone to wears. So with that said, I do love the Hermès CONSTANCE, but for those of us who are not on the Hermès journey, it's just a little bit hard to attain, and also you might not have the budget for it. You can see that the strap is held on with the kind of the metal top, so you can't detach the strap, but supposedly it is easy for you to move it in and out to make it from a crossbody to a shoulder bag. On the website, of course, there's a lot of variety, and when you head to the store, there will be some for display, but usually it's hard to get a hold of in store. There's several different CONSTANCE, including the regular, the mini, as well as the to-go wallet. But given all of that said, I think it's very reasonable to look into what other affordable alternatives there are out there. In particular, I want to focus on handbags with good quality and like craftsmanship, which brought me to look a little bit deeper into the CELINE brand, and in particular I'm looking at the Triomphe collection. I think CELINE, I love their style. They're very durable, generally more minimalistic style. If you look at their website, there are many different types of Triomphe handbag. This one in particular is like the regular size. You can see it still has a very classic boxy silhouette structure as you would see in the Hermès CONSTANCE. The strap attaches in a different way rather than on the flap, and you can see the inside compartments here. And of course it has a beautiful gold lock. I would say this one's a little bit flashier. It features the brand Triomphe logo front and center. Of course, for this type of class, it's also going to be prone to scratching, but like there are just so many different sizes and color variations more readily available from Celine as opposed to Hermes. Here I want to show you a couple different ones they have available on their website. But of course, this review would not be complete without a trip to the store to have a look at the CELINE TRIOMPHE handbag in person. So you can see there are a couple of versions. This is the canvas version available in store. I do love the Celine quality of their craftsmanship and leather and design. I think that the quality and craftsmanship is on par at least with Louis Vuitton, maybe Hermes, I'm not sure, but at least with Prada and Chloe and such. I think it's a more affordable pricing compared to Hermes, but I'll go over the pricing later on. I do like how the CELINE TRIOMPHE is a little bit more casual compared to the Constant. And I do like how the strap attached to the side as opposed to the top compartment. That way it's actually a little easier for you to access your handbag when you're wearing it as a crossbody. When you're purchasing a handbag from Celine, you don't have to worry so much about like meeting a quota or going on this whole Hermes journey. I feel like it's available, you can purchase it, you can pick it up online, you can pick it up in store. I don't feel like there's so much of a concern about like building your portfolio with a brand before you get offered this bag. Here's another CELINE TRIOMPHE. You can see it's in full leather, so if you don't like the flashy gold hardware in the front, they do have ones with like the emblem but in like leather. The only thing I would say for con for this handbag is I find that the leather is not really scratch resistant. As you will see for some of the handbags that's already on display at the Celine store, it's already a bit scratched up. This one I think is a bit more dressy because how like it's a beautiful black with the kind of rich gold hardware. Don't see myself wearing it for day to day so much. For the Celine collection, they do have a various number of shapes available for the handbag that are more saddle shape, some are a little bit more boxy. I don't know, what do you guys think about the class in general? Do you like the H iconic class from Hermes a little bit more, or do you like the Triomphe Arc class that is like specific for Celine? Do you find one is more elegant or maybe one more flashy and easy to wear? I would love to hear your thoughts. I would also love to hear from you if you have experience with the CELINE TRIOMPHE yourself, how you find the wear of the bag. I do find that the chain is a little bit heavier for this particular design, but they do have ones with the leather strap, which will obviously be a little bit more lightweight and more reminiscent of the Hermès CONSTANCE. So for example, this one comes with the leather strap. As you can see, the leather is prone to scratches, like I mentioned before. So I want to show you one of the handbags that are on display. As I open the bag, you have to be really careful with the leather because it does scratch. The essay is just showing me how the strap is adjustable on the CELINE TRIOMPHE. Here you can see that there's like an indent in the inside flap. I think it's probably related to how the bag was stored and how the strap was put in. So you can see you have to be quite careful with this type of leather that Celine's handbag come in. Here's another one. You can see this is a more boxy classic silhouette that's similar to the Hermès Constant. They also have it in like different types of material. If you want something a little bit different rather than just like leather, I think that is like a really nice classic look that will go well for day-to-day use. And then of course this one I think is probably more reminiscent of the Hermès Constant, but like there are quite a few choices to choose from at the Celine store. Now I'd love to hear from you if there is a particular handbag that caught your eye so far. What do you think about this canvas one? I like how it's not like a typical canvas pattern that you would easily recognize, and there's this one with like the denim and the leather that's also really beautiful. But having a look at the website itself, you can see that like there are just many different color variation available, and the prices are definitely more affordable. Like this teen one here is priced at $4,750 as opposed to like the big difference of like $10,000 difference. I think the Teen Triumph have been getting a lot of attention, given that I feel like it's great for both regular wear, more casual, but also formal occasions as well. I feel like Celine's coming up with a lot of very contemporary, chic handbags. After all, I feel like a handbag is worth so much more if you can use it more on a regular basis as opposed to like for a special occasion. But I must say that the teen handbag is a little bit smaller. The dimensions of the teen size is 7 inch by 5 by 3 inches, whereas if you look at the Constance, the 18 size, it is approximately 7 inches by 6 by 1.5 inch deep. So I would say it's like a smidge smaller maybe. This one is in lizard skin and is priced at $9,900. So if you're looking for something a little bit larger, the classic size is 9 inches by 6 inches by 2 inches for the Celine Triomphe. So that is a great choice if you're looking for a crossbody handbag that can carry a little bit more. But here, if you're looking for something a bit more unique, Celine definitely has a larger variety for their collection, such as this canvas one here. This classic size with the canvas and calfskin and tan leather, it has definitely stolen my heart. I feel like it's so classy. I can use it on a regular basis and for more sophisticated occasions or something more formal for a wedding. I think it will still work. What do you think? So that is it for my review of the Hermès Constance versus the Celine Triomphe. I would love to hear from you. Are you a fan of the Hermès Constance more after this video, or are you more of a fan of the Celine Triomphe? Which handbag do you think looks classier? I think the Hermès definitely is more classic, timeless appeal, but the Celine Triomphe is more contemporary, chic vibe, works for both casual and formal occasions too. But at the end of the day, I think whatever bag is worth it is really in the eyes of the beholder. If you love the bag and feel like it's something you will love now and forever and you won't get tired of it, it's a bag that you can see yourself carrying for many occasions, I would say go for it. So that's it for the video today. Thank you so much for joining me on another mommy review, and I will see you next time. Take care and stay safe everyone. Bye for now.